At Arizona State University, we've made online education better, smarter, and more personalized, so you can go further in your aspiring field.
I decided to pursue medicine once I realized that ASU did have the online program for biological sciences. You're still required to learn the same curriculum. You're still being tested on the same content that anyone would be tested on in person. The comprehensiveness of the program prepared me so well for medical school.
Explore over 350 plus programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
It has been a sad Monday in Dhaka, the capital of Bangladesh, as one of the Bangladesh Air Force training planes crashed on students while they were taking test examinations and some of them attending regular classes at Milestone School and College, with 19 victims already confirmed dead by local authorities while over 100 persons, mostly students, are hospitalized. The head of Interim government of Bangladesh, Mohammed Yunus, has assured the public that the government of Bangladesh will carry out investigation to ascertain the cause of the military plane crash, as some of the victims were seen walking out from the burning flames with almost completely burnt bodies. It was gathered that the plane crashed immediately after takeoff around 1 p.m. local Bangladesh time, which was 7 o'clock a.m. GTM. According to Hindustan Times, a Bangladesh Air Force F-7BGI training aircraft crashed into a college campus in Dhaka, killing at least 19 and injuring over 100 people. Local media reported that the leaders and activists of Bangladesh Chitra League faced a brutal mob attack while donating blood to save the injured students of the Milestone School plane crash. Military and a fire official said the Bangladesh Air Force F-7BGI aircraft crashed into the campus of Milestone School and College in Dhaka's Uttra neighborhood on Monday afternoon, where students were taking tests or attending regular classes. Saidur Rahman, a National Burn Institute official in Dhaka, told Bangladesh's leading English daily, the Daily Star, reported that the death toll rose to 16 within hours as reported by CNN, and a few hours later, the Daily Star updated its reports to 19 confirmed dead and 100 persons injured. Parents and relatives panicked at the scene as rescuers, using tricycle rickshaws or whatever was available, transported the injured. Rafika Taha, a student at the school who was not present at the time of the crash, said, according to the Associated Press report, that Milestone School and College, with some 2,000 students, runs classes from elementary to 12th grade. On Monday, she said, some students were taking tests while others attended regular classes. I was terrified watching videos on TV, said the 16-year-old student. My God, it's my school. The Bangladesh Army's Public Relations Office confirmed in a brief statement that the downed F-7BGI aircraft belonged to the Air Force. Fire official Lima Khanum stated by phone that at least one person died and 4 others were injured, though she did not provide further details. A third-grade student was brought in dead, and 3 others, aged 12, 14 and 40, were admitted to the hospital. Bidhan Sarkar, head of the burn unit at the Dhaka Medical College and Hospital, where some victims were taken, said, according to Reuters news agency. Mohammed Yunus, head of Bangladesh's interim government, said, necessary measures would be taken to investigate the cause of the accident and ensure all kinds of assistance. The loss suffered by the Air Force, students, parents, teachers and staff, and others in this accident is irreparable, he said. Yunus also announced that an emergency hotline has been activated at the National Institute as multiple wars in the Middle East appear unabated. Israel, the main defender and attacker on multiple waterfronts in the city of Gaza, Lebanon, Iran, Yemen and now Syria, has ordered the Israel Aerospace Industries, IAI, to mass-produce Arrow missiles interceptors in a very large numbers, with the Israel Ministry of Defense saying that the state of Israel has increased its defense spending for 2025 and 2026 to 42 billion new Israeli shekels, which is approximately $12.5 billion. During the 12-day war with Iran, there were multiple reports that Israel was running low on Arrow missiles interceptors defense system, as Iran long-range missiles were seen hitting targets in Israel. Aerospace observers said the advanced Arrow high-altitude defense systems are critical to countering long-range ballistic missile threats, like those launched from Iran during the 12-day war in June 2025. According to the Israel Ministry of Defense in a press statement on Thursday, the Director General of the Israel Ministry of Defense, IMOD, Major General, Reservist, Amir Baram, signed a production contract to significantly accelerate the serial production of Arrow interceptors at IAI, Israel Aerospace Industries. As part of the deal, IAI will supply the IMOD with a significant additional amount of Arrow interceptors. The deal was led by Moshe Patel, Director of the Israel Missile Defense Organization, IMDO, within the ministry's Directorate of Defense Research and Development, DDRD. The Arrow system, developed and manufactured in cooperation with the U.S. Missile Defense Agency, MDA, demonstrated significant interception capabilities during the Swords of Iron War, especially during Operation Rising Lion. The system provides exo-atmospheric and endo-atmospheric interception capabilities against ballistic missile threats, protecting the state of Israel from strategic long-range threats. The Arrow system integrates cutting-edge technologies and is considered one of the world's most advanced air and missile defense systems. IAI is the prime contractor for developing the Arrow system and its interceptors through its MLM facility in partnership with the U.S. company Stark Aerospace. Other partners include IAI's ELTA and TAMAM divisions, Elbit Systems, TOMA, and Rafael Advanced Defense Systems. The U.S. Missile Defense Agency, MDA, is a major partner of the IMDO at the ministry's DDRD in the development and production of Israel's multi-layered defense systems, including the Arrow and David's Sling weapon systems, and the production of Iron Dome defense system components. The strategic cooperation between the MDA and the IMDO helps ensure Israel's technological edge in air and missile defense. Also on Thursday, Israel Aerospace Industries, IAI, in a statement said, Israel is reinforcing its defenses on all fronts, at full speed. In a major move to strengthen national security, the Ministry of Defense has signed a significant production contract with Israel Aerospace Industries, IAI, to fast-track the mass production of Arrow interceptors. This strategic, shortly after Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu returned from the United States, U.S. on Sunday, where he had paid an official visit to the U.S. President, Donald Trump, lawmakers and other U.S. government officials, the misunderstanding between Bedouin and Druze tribes in the Swaida region of Syria that started last Friday took a new twist, evolving into a deadly conflict after a Druze man was robbed at gunpoint on Friday by gunmen suspected to be natives of Bedouin tribe. Druze residents in Swaida shortly on Friday mobilized, went after the people of Bedouin, arrested and detained a lot of natives from the Bedouin tribe, forcing the people of Bedouin to retaliate, and the conflicts led to mass killings, unabated. And on Tuesday, the Syria interim government soldiers entered Swaida reportedly to restore law and order, but Israel-based media reported that the Syria interim government soldiers, mostly members of the Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, HTS, assisted and joined the Bedouin militias to kill the people of Druze, and in a swift response, the office of the Prime Minister of Israel in a press statement on Tuesday said, the Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, and the Israel Minister of Defense, Israel Katz, have authorized the Israel Defense Forces, IDF, to attack Syria interim regime forces led by Syria interim President Ahmed Hussein al-Shara, who Israel Policy Forum, in a publication published in December 2024, stated that the new Syria presents fresh challenges for Israel, stating that the Turkey-backed Sunni jihadist group, Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, HTS, was an al-Qaeda's former Syrian branch, and its leader, Abu Muhammad al-Golani, also known as Ahmed Hussein al-Shara, who is the current interim president of Syria, was a member of an early version of the Islamic State, saying, Golani's chosen last name also foreshadows conflict over territory, that his family hails from the Golan Heights, which Israel partly occupied after the 1973 war and annexed in 1981, Although President al-Shara in nationwide broadcast on Thursday after ceasefire began around 9 p.m. on Wednesday night said that the protection of Druze people is a top priority in his interim government, but he's not afraid of Israel that bombed the Syria military headquarters and the military base near Syria Presidential Palace in Damascus on Wednesday that led to the death of 5 persons in addition to more than 300 people killed. Less than a week the new conflict ensued. According to Reuters reporters, warplanes swooped low over the Syria capital and unleashed a series of massive strikes on central Damascus. The cityscape was blanketed in smoke with a thick plume rising from the defense ministry. We are acting decisively to prevent the entrenchment of hostile elements beyond the border, protect Israeli citizens, and prevent harm to Druze civilians, the Israel Chief of General Staff, Lieutenant General Al Zamir stated during a situational assessment at the Syrian border after the IDF strikes on Wednesday. The attacks carried out by Israel, this time on central Damascus, following its military interventions in southern Syria, constitute a deliberate attempt to sabotage Syria's efforts to achieve peace, stability, and security. Turkey
Bringing you the news in a more digital way.